All right, guys, so we have some major kind of updates in regards to the Will Smith, Chris Rock situation that everybody on the internet has been talking about for the last week, okay? Yes, I know, milking this situation for all it's worth, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's a ongoing situation in which new developments are coming out every single day about what happened behind the scenes. But first, I want to get into Chris Rock, who has spoken out publicly for the first time, and at the very least, I guess publicly is in leaked audio, right? But it's, I guess, public. I guess you can count as public. But he's kind of spoken out on the situation, and I want you guys to listen to the audio in regards to Chris Rock's thoughts on being slapped by Will Smith live during the Oscars. Take a listen.
How was your weekend?
All right, so Chris Rock says he's still kind of processing what happened, right? Because, I mean, hey, if I got smacked in the face live during the Oscars as well, too, and it wasn't scripted or staged, then, yeah, I honestly would be processing it as well, too, okay? I got slapped in the face by Will Smith live on air, right, during the Oscars. Yeah, I don't blame him for that, and it also seems like he's not really trying to say too much about it, because right now, I mean, he is the victim, okay, and he's benefiting from his victimhood. I mean, it's justified victimhood. The dude got slapped in the face live during the Oscars. But yeah, I mean, he's benefiting from it. Now, in terms of Will Smith, there's been a whole lot of talk about what potential punishment he might face for his actions. Now, a lot of people thought that he should have been kicked out during the Oscars, right? They thought he should have been punished on the spot. But unfortunately, he wasn't, okay? But the Oscars came out. The Academy, they came out and said, well, we tried to, right? We tried to get him to leave, and apparently Will Smith refused, right? That was what the rumors were. That's what they said initially when people were criticizing them for letting Will Smith stay during the award ceremony after he basically assaulted a host, okay? So now, lo and behold, a day later, it turns out that the Oscars, they were lying about asking Will Smith to refuse, as apparently they never really formally asked Will Smith to leave. In fact, Oscars producer Will Packard told Will Smith to stay, right? They actually told the man to stay. Don't leave, okay? So again, that's a perfect example of my opinion of celebrity privilege, okay? How there are just some people that are above punishment. So that being said, I wouldn't expect them to really do anything to Will Smith at this point, or for him to face any real consequences for his actions, unfortunately. So with that being said, what I actually really want to do for this video is react to Candace Owens, who, in my opinion, has a golden take on this situation, right? In which she's going to break down what happened here, and also the dynamic of Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith's marriage with her, and how that kind of plays into what is going on with Will Smith. I think it's an important conversation that should be had, and I think Candace Owens, being one of the best social commentators there is, hits the nail right on the head. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
Now, in the aftermath, there have been calls to have the Oscar award rescinded, regarding which the Academy has not yet made an official decision. There have also, of course, been countless internet jokes and memes made at his and Chris Rock's expense. Jesse Waters of Fox News probably said it best when he offered that this is the first time that we have seen the media actually cover black-on-black crime. But through all of these jokes and the rampant commentary that's being offered, there is a conversation that is being neglected, a truer assessment of what we observed on that Oscars stage. For the first time, we saw the real Will Smith. Not a Fresh Prince, not a survivor of a zombie apocalypse in I Am Legend, not a crime-fighting cop in the movie Bad Boys or the Hancock superhero, but the real Will Smith, an incredibly broken man and the residual product of a directionless society that is filled with them. The kind of society that produces men that look to their more domineering wives with their tails planted firmly between their legs for instruction on what and who they ought to be in every room.
Like I said, that is the simplification of America. That is what she's talking about. The simplification, okay? S-I-M-P. I coined this term. The simplification of America is what she's talking about. The emasculation of men, okay? And this trend that you're saying in which women are becoming the dominant forces in the household, right? And I think all that kind of plays into what we're saying going on just generally in regards to women becoming the breadwinners, right? You're pushing women into these prominent roles of leadership. And with that comes changing social dynamics in the household as well, right? In which they're taking leadership roles, not just in corporate America, but again, also in the household, right? And men are being pressured to take a step back, okay, and to let women lead. Because if you don't do that, then you're sexist, right? You're sexist. But see, the problem is that situations like this occur because women, you know, not trying to generalize here, but I am generalizing. I'm not trying to generalize, but, you know, women, they tend to be more emotional about things, okay? And, you know, they might not always be thinking logically about how their actions affects them and their loved ones in the long term, okay? And I think that Will Smith fell victim to falling for the emotions and reacting and responding to the emotions of his wife instead of using logic in that moment, okay? And keeping his head on straight and thinking long term about the ramifications of responding in a violent way to Chris Rock's joke. But again, all that plays into the changing social dynamics of not just the household, but corporate America, just the role that we see for women in general. And I think that this is a consequence of it. The emasculation of men and men becoming more emotionally subject to the whims of women that they have romantic interest in.
The truth is that off the big screen, Will Smith has been spiritually annihilated by his wife. Don't forget, it was Jada Pinkett Smith who openly shared with the world how she cheated on her husband, remember? And with who? Her son's friend. Yeah, Jada carried out an extramarital affair with a young man who was at first friends with her son. Then she dragged her puppy dog husband out onto the world stage and told the public while making him sit through it, listen to it, and agree that she had the right to do what she did.
Bro.
Don't believe me? Take a look yourself.
During that time, launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Bro, oh my God. Okay, bro, that's like the genius of this clip from Candace. It's like this clip right here, bro. I just can't, like, can you imagine? This woman dragged her husband on a platform, right? A platform that everybody see, for the world to see, and had him literally come up here and talk about how she got piped down by her son's friend, okay? And then she's sitting here telling this guy, this is the first time I felt good. I just wanted to feel good. As if Will Smith is insufficient, right? Whatever he's bringing to the bedroom apparently ain't enough, okay? And not only is it not enough, this guy is willing to go on a platform for the world to see and to discuss how he's not enough, okay? She literally just told the world, I haven't felt good in so long. You haven't pleased me, right? And this guy's nodding his head along. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Bro, this is what they call being kitty cat whipped, right? That's what they call this, okay? This is what they call it, okay? But this might be even worse. This might be the worst form of it, okay? But listen, there's a whole lot of dudes that's been here, right? There's a whole lot of dudes that's been here. But this level right here, this is something, okay? This is something else. But again, this level of simplification, right? This level of being emasculated is what leads to the actions that Will Smith took at the Oscars that day, right? That's what it leads to. I can't imagine a man with any cojones having this conversation with his wife for the public to hear. I can't imagine having a conversation in private where you're saying the things this guy is saying, right?
I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband. Now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
Like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
well,
Oh my God, man. Oh my goodness. This is wow. Wow, it's bad. This is bad. I'm gonna stand by her no matter what. Basically what he's saying, you can do anything. You can do anything and I'm gonna be here. So why should this woman have any respect for this guy? Why should she have any respect for him? There's no reason to. And that is why she did what she did, because she does not respect this man. There's no reason to, because he's already told her that no matter what you do, even if you cheat on me, right, you get piped down by a son's friend, I'm still going to be here. And not only am I going to be here, I'm going to go in front of the world and defend you for getting piped by my son's friend. Okay? Bruh, this is terrible. This is terrible.
you know, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all.
Oh my God. And then she tells him, I don't think it was bad. I don't look at it as a transgression. Cheating, sleeping with another man because I wanted to feel good. I haven't felt good. And so I don't look at it as a transgression. And this guy's nodding along. Yeah. Bro, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know how I can, after all this, I'm not too big into the celebrity stuff, right? So I wasn't actively thinking about all this stuff until the Oscar thing happened. But now going back and look at all this stuff, this clip, also the history of Jada Pinkett Smith and Tupac, okay, and how she was obsessed with Tupac and basically Will Smith was like the second option, right? Yeah, I mean, it all makes sense. And I don't understand how any man can have respect for Will Smith anymore. How can you take this man seriously as a person? Okay, as a man, you can't. His wife don't even take him serious as a man. How can any other man take him serious as a man? Right? This is terrible. Right? This is terrible.
The takeaway from this interview was that they together represented some newer, more progressive form of what it means to be in a marriage, which is to say, not being in a real marriage at all. Will Smith today is someone who should be pitied, not prosecuted in a courtroom or even persecuted in the public eye, but pitied by every person who has the clarity to see how our society, as sponsored by the perversion of these Hollywood types, is falling apart. Will Smith is what Jordan Peterson cautions against. He's nothing more than a casualty in the great war against masculinity.
Facts. G.I.
Jane, by the way, for those of you who haven't seen the 1997 movie, tells the story of a woman being integrated into the all-male space of the United States military. It is the inspired tale of the loss of one woman's femininity to meet the grueling physical demands of the more masculine environment that she finds herself in. And so, though perhaps not the punchline that Chris Rock had intended, I have to agree that yes, Jada Pinkett would be the perfect individual to play that role in the remake. And not because of her hair, obviously, but because of her success in stripping her husband of any trace understanding of what it means to be a real man.
I mean, she castrated this guy, right? She castrated him. I mean, straight up, man. It's sad. It really is.
And let me tell you, Will, it isn't slapping a man across the face because your wife tells you to. I'm sorry to say that real manhood is not won on a stage at the Oscars with a meaningless trophy. Rather, real manhood begins and ends in your own household. It starts with the first step of being able to accurately identify what a good man, what a good woman, and what a good, meaningful relationship even is. And with that, we wish you luck, Will, on your real life pursuit of happiness.
Wow. Yeah, Candace is the best social commentator that I've ever heard. Right? She might be one of the best. I mean, she's the Oprah Winfrey of our time. Right? I'm going that far. Okay, that was great. That was awesome. I mean, she was spot on about that, right? Will Smith is a man that's been emasculated, right? And that's just what it is. I mean, I just feel like there's so many lessons to take away from what happened, okay? And that's kind of why so many people are still talking about it days later, because there's just so many different angles to this to analyze and to break down. It's just, again, it's fascinating, right? It truly is. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.